are the 5 savings plans we have. But number 1 and number 3, I don't joke. So hi, welcome to my channel again. My name is Amaka, and you know how we roll here. We talk about money, finance, savings, investment, growth, financial growth. So money people, we're talking about the 5 important savings plans types that we have. And I said number one and number 3 are very important to me. I don't joke with them. And the truth is, some people just think that savings don't have a type. I mean, some people think that you just put money into your account and you just save money. There is no what's all the savings plan. But actually, savings has types. Savings has types. Okay, you don't just put money in an account and call it savings. I actually categorize all savings as targets. Why? Because one of the characteristics of a savings is that it must have a purpose. Like I said, if you are saving money without purpose, it is not savings, because it will just be going in there for nothing. For every savings account that you have, and you must not have one savings, because there are purposes for each of this money that you're keeping aside. Okay, for this money that you're keeping aside, there are purposes for them, and that's why we have different types of savings. We have number 1, which is very key and very important to me. I don't joke with them, and you should not. And that is emergency savings. Just like the word says, emergency savings is the savings that you put money aside for emergency. Before, in fact, emergency savings is the key if you want to start savings, your savings plan. Emergency savings is very important, because if you don't have an emergency savings, you can't attain other types of savings plan. That's just the truth. You can't involve yourself in other types of savings. Emergency savings keeps you grounded, like it gives you the mind to build more savings portfolio for yourself. If you have emergency funds stuck out for emergency use, you can now pull out funds for other things. The truth is, because if you don't have an emergency fund and you're not saving money for the second kind of savings, or the other type of savings I'm going to talk about, you will not sustain that. You're going to have to dip your hand into that place to sort an emergency, which was supposed to have had its own money set aside for it. So it is analyzed that emergency savings is supposed to be 3 to 6 months of your income. Okay, so but I feel that it's depending on you, how much you gain, how you plan. But ensure that you have your emergency savings planned out. Okay, it has to be planned out. It has to be, stocked and kept. But there is a but. Please, because you have an emergency fund, do not keep emergency savings in a non-interest yielding savings account. I'm so much against non-interest yielding savings, because for me, they are a waste of savings. Okay, it must be in a high interest yielding account, so that when you put money there, the money can grow and help assist with the emergency. Number 2 is your retirement savings. Yes, you actually keep money aside for retirement. So some people put it in their pension plan, whatever plans they have for retirement. Actually, 95 people have that savings. It's called their pension. And also currently, even people who are not employed also have a pension plan for them. Okay, they have a pension plan where they can actually create a pension plan for themselves through the help of the pension body. You can go to the office and ask them how you can establish a pension account for yourself, even without being under like you are a business owner, right? And you want to have a pension savings, you can do that too. Number 3 is another of my favorite savings plan, aside from number 1, which is emergency, and that is investment savings. So these are the savings you make towards investment. Okay. I was listening to Tony Elumelu. That was some days ago. One of the a video that I saw, and he was talking about how you cannot, you know, have you cannot have what's it called? You can have investment without savings. Like savings is the mother of investment. You don't have a savings, how are you going to invest? You need money saved out, start out for a purpose to invest. That money you are saving it for purpose to invest. I'm just going to give a narration of myself when I was a banker. I was working with a bank, but I was saving money aside for investment. I put that money into what I call a venture business. I'm going to talk about that some other time. I don't want to bore you with personal story. I mean, this is going to be a financial talk some other time. So what I did was I put that money into a friend's business and it yielded interest for me. So that money was saved specifically for the purpose of investment. I put that money to invest and to yield income back for me. And basically that's what I do presently. The business I do, I kind of invest in people's business in form of loans and they pay us back with an interest. So that is savings for investment, and that is so important. See, you can't just sit down and every month you're working for money and you are not allowing your money to work for you. You see, that to me is too important. You see that thing where I make my money work and then me, I'm just working and my money is working. Two of us we are collaborating and helping ourselves. It's actually very important. Okay, and I always preach that let your money work for you. Please, this investment is so crucial. Trust me, investment savings is going to pull you away from some serious financial difficulties. It's going to pull you away from some kind of jobs that you're doing. Yes, you are working a job, and the reason why you've not left that job is because you've not stripped out a source of income for yourself away from that job. That job is the only thing that is bringing the money. So you are working, end of the month, you pay the salary. Okay? By the end of the next month, the salary is done. Why are you stuck in that place? You know, it's what investment savings does for you is, I call it a breathing space. It gives you a breathing space. One, it gives you a sort of peace of mind. Two, it gives you a sort of, you know, just know that your money is somewhere just working. You know what I mean? I don't know what you're getting your money. It's actually very important. Please, let's not joke with this. And another savings type is what I call your goal-based savings. You're saving towards a house. You want to buy a house, and okay, you want to save towards it, so that you know now you have your emergency funds, you have your investment money. You feel okay. Either you invest in, like I said, venture capital. You can invest in a friend's business. You can invest in shares. You can invest in FG bonds. You can invest in whatever investment plans that works for you. If you watch one of my last video, I talked about it's a reel actually where I talk about people who jump into investment bandwagons, where they invest without, you know, making a consultation with themselves or with experts on what investment actually works for them. Personally, I don't invest in every investment I see. I do analysis. I sit down to think and ask myself what investment I do that is okay for me at this moment, that fits my financial situation at the moment, that fits my personality, that fits what I'm looking for in the future. It's very important for you to make those considerations before you put your savings investment into action. Now, so when you've had your emergency funds running, you have your investment savings running, you can start a goal-based savings. You can have a goal-based savings, or you can have these three things. You remember, you can have all these three savings running consecutively, especially if you are saving towards an investment and you feel okay, the money for this is enough, or okay, I've invested but I want to save more so I can do more investment. Because When you put your money into an investment, you have an income coming in, you're saving that income for other kind of investment. So investment is a continuous thing, right? And investment savings is a continuous thing actually. So now we go to what we call child savings. You're saving for your children. Okay? So saving for your children is optional, meaning that if you don't have children, you're saving for them, right? So it's very important to have savings for your children. But remember, you don't put, like what I see parents do, they put money in savings for their children and they'll go there and be wondering the money. That is not savings, they're wasting your time. If you have a savings for your children, please let that savings be for your children. And let that savings, the target for that savings is child savings, like let it be for your child. If you don't do child savings, don't do it. But if you're doing child savings and taking from that money and it doesn't make any sense. Why put a lot of money there when you know that you have to go back there to take the money? Please put the money you know that you don't have to go back there to take it. And I'm not clear I'm going to give you as a parent is if you have a child savings, like I said, some parents just have put money for their children for years in a savings account. Savings accounts can yield interest, but you can never yield interest like an investment, right? So please always ensure that that money is reinvested for your children. So that means you can have investment for your children and savings for your children. The children has a savings and also have investments because that's when it will use something reasonable for them in the future. Basically, we are going to be saying, okay, people are asking what investment type is actually best for me. For me, all investment type is important, but for you to first start an investment, the first one I'm going to advise that you don't play with is emergency. If you're starting up investments, this investment thing, please don't play with emergency. Emergency savings is very important. Please don't play with it. It's very important, and you need to, build emergency funds first. I'm telling you, this is very important. Have a savings for emergency before you start looking for savings that will buy you a house or car or whatever. Let there be a savings where this money is for emergency, and then I can, pull out it towards anytime. Put it in savings where you can pull out anytime, please. Anytime you want it for emergency. Then, what is the next best savings for you? For someone who is starting out, like I said, emergency, first timers, build it. After doing it, please, savings investments are very important. Investment savings is very important because you've got to invest. You can't grow without investments. So it's very important that you have an investment, savings investment, sorry. That's the next one. After you've grown your emergency, see how we are progressing, right? Please buy into a savings investment. Okay? Buy into an investment savings, sorry. Start stacking up your savings for the purpose of investment. For the purpose of investment. Then, of course, you can now, when you build your investment savings, please don't just build savings forever. Start investing that money you're building so that you don't go and touch it. Because human beings, we can be very unpredictable. And sometimes you think, please, I've suffered enough, let me go and take this money. No. Once you put money for investment, when you're saving money for investments, let that money go to investments. Invest that money. Invest that money. Put the money into the investment, the purpose that it's meant for. Quickly, as it's turning over, just invest them so that you can have an investment portfolio really stacked up for you. Then you go to your goal-based savings, where you start saving for your house, or you start saving for the car that you want to buy. Or some people, what they do is they kind of pull interest from their. What they do is they pull the interest from their savings their investments. They save for the investment, right? They start the investment. They pull the interest or the return on investments, that's a ROI, from their savings and use it to achieve these goals that we're talking about. They put this investment, they put this interest to achieve their housing needs, their car needs. In fact, some what they do again is they pull the interest from their investment and put it into another investment to yield interest. Or they put the interest from their investment, they put it into their goal-based savings to build, that savings towards that particular goal. Okay, then the other one is, like I said, it's optional child savings. You have to have a child saves for children, so that's very, very optional, and for those who have children, so you should consider that. I don't want to get too long. It's already getting long. I don't want to be too long. Thank you so much for your time. Please don't forget to subscribe and share. It's very important. Please share and subscribe. And if there's anything you want us to talk about, any topic at all, and you feel like, okay, let's talk about this, please let's talk about it. Thank you so much and have a good day.